Some of them wish to see you suffer to death, and some of them wish to finish off your greatness. Sorcerers and witches are there to dim your vision, with traps laid down everywhere for you to lose it all. Cause your star shines with golden rays, and deceit disturbs their conscience. So please keep your distance and tame your tongue, cause this world is wicked. Oh, this world is wicked. This world is wicked. This world is wicked. This world is wicked and lined up with players of evil. This world is wicked. Oh, this world is wicked. This world is wicked. This world is wicked. This world is wicked and lined up with layers of evil. All they wish in your life is pain, loss, and dodges. All they wish to see is your seed decay. They are demonic of your bright future. So keep to yourself the plans you have. As you provoke their jealous and ill intentions, they will even smile with you, pretending to be good to you, while they whisper their crooked plans behind your back. So please keep your distance and tame your tongue, cause this world is wicked. Oh, this world is wicked. This world is wicked. This world is wicked. This world is wicked and lined up with layers of evil. This world is wicked. Oh, this world is wicked. This world is wicked. This world is wicked. This world is wicked and lined up with layers of evil. This world is wicked. Oh, this world is wicked. This world is wicked. This world is wicked. This world is wicked and lined up with layers of evil.
I tell you, yes man, welcome back once more. I tell you, this world is so wicked, man. It's so wicked. Representing right here, right now, to the big man himself, to have a great conversation. So make sure, man, that anywhere you're locked in, Nairobi, Kisumu, Mombasa, Thika, any county representing, just send us to lock from which area. Any question to the guest artist, just send it in live and direct to Muliza. Anyway, right here, right now. Now the moment imefika, tukuna the big man himself, Onesimus Karari himself.
Yes.
Representing. First of all, welcome for Reggae Iration show.
Thank you.
Tunashukuru manze kupata time ku come through kwa studio. Tunakuwelcome sana.
Asante.
So let's just go into it. Na ulizo kwanza guitar uliacha hapi manze. Hiyo ngoma inafai kuwe na instrumental mtu wangu. Uliwacha hapi guitar maana ama uliacha hapi guitar?
Guitar iko kwa ofisi.
Yeah.
But I also believe this is also my office as well. I should have come with it.
Right.
Lakini sasa. Next time, next show,
yeah,
I'll have to carry it.
Do you play instruments?
Yes, I do. Guitar nimesoma kidogo.
Right.
Sijaiva bado, lakini I'm in the process.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me ask you about this track. Mtakisikia the sound itself, anapata zile vibes za Lucky Philip Dube.
Yeah.
Yeye ndo amekuinspire ama you're just trying to blend something close to that?
Well, I've always been inspired by Lucky Dube's music.
Yeah.
Mimi tangu nikiwa nilianza high school. Nikaambia my fellow classmates I want to be like Lucky Dube.
Right.
And they used to laugh at me, but the passion was in my heart. And it has always nimekuwa tu na hiyo drive,
right,
kuimba reggae kama Lucky Dube. Na kila time nikimba reggae, yani music ya Lucky Dube inakuanga tu kwa akili yangu.
Right. Maybe you could take us through what time was this, ilikuwa ni when hii passion yako ulianza, because ukigrow kuna a lot of music. Yeah. At what age do you realize I think napenda reggae sana?
First of all, let me tell you, I was almost giving up on reggae music.
Right.
Actual music generally, because nimepitia shida mingi. Unapata kuna watu wanakudanganya huko katikati.
Before that, tuanze safari ilianza wapi? Tuanze ilianza wapi jani yako?
So when I came to Nairobi, after high school,
right,
I joined Scott St. Stephen's Choir.
Okay.
Where I've been blended musically by my teachers like Mr. Daniel Madalanga, Mr. Gilbert Oyuga, and Mwalimu Eriko.
Right.
And after COVID, I lost my job.
At the choir or?
Not at the choir.
Okay.
Where I used to work because I had graduated.
All right.
So nikakumbuka hiyo kitu ikaanza kunisumbua. Go back to music.
Right.
I go back to music and I recorded my first album in 2021.
2021.
Yeah.
A full album?
A full album, yeah.
Right.
But most of the songs were gospel. Actually, that album is full of gospel reggae.
Right.
But now this year I'm working on my second album.
Before talking about your first album, because many artists wakiingia kwa sanaa test waters na kangoma kamoja kambili hivi. What was the drive for you to do a whole full album?
A whole full album.
Right.
I used to write songs and they were ready.
Right.
It's only that I had not recorded them.
Right.
So, and most of the songs that I used to compose then were gospel reggae music. Okay, I had others. So nikaamua tu nitaenda kuimba tu hizo nimeandika. And that is what I went to the studio to record.
Right.
Yeah.
Now talk us through album yako 2021. Bado ilikuwa during the COVID time. How did that work out to produce hizo? What was the response? Mainly ulikuwa una reach out to watu waje or social media?
Okay, mostly the album was after COVID.
Right. Okay.
After COVID because okay, COVID haiko imeisha kabisa because it is 2021. Even COVID is still there.
Yeah.
And by then you should get in you know.
Right.
So after hapo 2020, 2021 ndo niligia studio. Right. And by the end of the year nilikuwa nimeshamaliza hiyo one album. Then nikakaa mwaka moja 2022. 2023 ndo na work on my second album.
Right.
Includes that song This World Is Wicked.
Right.
Yeah.
Talking about before tuongele This World Is Wicked,
yes,
you're telling me about some of the challenges you wanna face at the beginning of or where could do your music. Talk to me about that.
In most cases and this is a situation wasanii wengi upitia. Watu tunajiambia ndani yetu hii song ni kirecord.
Hit song.
Hii ni hit song.
Right. I know that feeling. So even before ni record hii, because I had tried earlier, don't give up na kobe, I was almost giving up. Nilikuwa nimejaribu kurecord. Naenda kwa studio. Lakini vitu napata huko unapata kuna msana kudaganya. Niko na connection ya KUTV. Naweza kulink up na ras fulani huko hata kwa jina yake asichome. So ukienda huko anakwambia toka kitu. Na huna ama unangangana tu unapatia ile kidogo uko nayo. Right.
Na akwambia nikupatie connection 5k. Wewe unataka kuhit.
Right.
Unagia box na mwambie siwezi afford 5k, nitakupatia 3k ama 4k. Hiyo inakunywa maji. Unaona?
Right.
So unapata maybe ungejaribu kurecord song nyingine, hiyo pesa imepotea tu hivyo.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things as artists while wana come up.
So kuna a lot of manipulation kwa game like sana kuenjoy ndakulink na SHEM pale, ndakulink na DJ Sweet K
sana. Na
inakuja ata consultancy fee.
Yeah. Jamaa amekupata tu kwa studio ukijaribu kurecord, anakusikiza, nakwambia kuja tufanye correct hapa.
Right.
Kumbe jamaa anasikiza hiyo song unaimba, ndo aimbe sasa, aichukue sasa ifanye yake. Anaenda kwa studio nyingine na record. Anajua kuna do, na influence.
Right.
Unapata song yako, ilienda ikaimbiwa kwa ameche tu kitu kidogo.
Na ka sample tu
na ikakuwa yake.
So talking about this challenge, inaonyesha vile msanii anataka kudu music ana face a lot of challenges. Na inanikumbusha tulikuwa naongea some weeks tulikuwa naongea na artist from United States anajiita Lucy Banto, na kituambia nikimuuliza mbona what's the first thing msanii anafaa juu before aingie kwa game, because this is business. Ni vile alikuwa anasema hii ni busy, si at anything, ni busy.
This is a business.
Mbona wasanii wengi wakiingia wako na already a perception, because hata wewe acha nikwambie Onesmus, ukiingia kwa biz wewe sema hii business ikianza nataka ni make my profit. Why do artists wakianza a career wana feel this is it, inafaa peak immediately?
I feel we need to start with the basics. Stop assuming that SHEM amefika hapo amejipata tu hapo KUTV. Hapana. You started from the basics. Hukuanza na hii, ulianza na virtual DJ maybe.
Online pale.
So hata msanii look for a mentor.
True.
A trustworthy mentor.
Hata
anza kwa choir church. Give yourself give service to God. Through that platform, wale wa music wako huko. They'll teach you music. You learn, you get to know the nitty-gritties of music. Hata ukienda studio, ukisikiza song venye inarekodiwa, you'll be able to ask a technical question to the producer. Lakini hata kuwa anakupatia tu song hivi. Wewe unaenda kupelekea radio fulani huko, nakuja hapa na video yako KUTV. Ukiangalia video unapata quality haiko. Hata audio kwanza ndio iko nje kabisa. So they need to start from the basics.
True.
And then look for a mentor who take you step by step. Na usirukaruke, usiwe na pole.
Right.
You know, this is a journey.
Right.
We started, great artists also started from the basics.
Right.
And I believe that is where most of the artists were coming up also.
Inawaumiza sana. Right. Now, through these challenges, so far as I umepata some experience, how umekuwa able aje ku overcome some of these challenges, and right now some of the things umelearn kwa games zenye you cannot fall into the trap again?
First of all, the way you talk to someone, you know, critically, you go to a producer, for example, or a videographer, and then you tell them what you expect. And because you have the basics, now when you're talking to them, you're not just talking from nowhere.
Right.
They know you understand. From how you talk, they can tell that you understand what you're saying. Right. So that is one very important thing.
Right. Talk about when you started, ulikuwa na first album ilikuwa gospel reggae, and so far you're releasing a lot of tracks. How would you describe style yako ya music?
Personally, I want to do reggae music. You know, reggae is reggae. Whether it is gospel, that is contemporary. You know, I believe reggae music is one genre that you can explore. You cannot only talk about gospel. You can talk about...
Ata dance only part of it, lovers rock part of it.
For example, for me, there is a song I'm working on.
Right.
It's talking about the environment. So, reggae is so broad. And you can explore so many facets. And I believe it's not just... You can even talk about mental health, for example, using reggae music.
Right.
So, I cannot put myself into cocoon and say, niko tu hapo kwa gospel music. For example, the message I have in that song,
the world is wicked.
There is nothing gospel there.
Right.
But it's a very important lesson.
In some ways, it's a gospel because the world is wicked, and it's a message watu wanafaa kujua that it's not friendly out there. What was the inspiration behind the track itself? Ulikuwa kuna waswali walikuwa wamekufanyia ile kitu nini?
Kuna kitu my mama alifanywa.
Ilikuuma sana.
Iliniuma. And it was done by someone whom I was not expecting.
Is it okay ukishare ama?
Okay, I'll not talk about that. But now, since nikaangalia, then I brought the perception now beyond me. So there are so many other people here when wanafanya hizo mavitu. Actually, the song was supposed to be like a movie.
Right.
I was not supposed to be singing. I was supposed to capture some, you know, umebeba nini? Mandizi hapa.
Right.
Then kuna mtu ako kwa gari anaona hii mandizi inapita hapa,
Anachukua. So is it about theft ama kuskamiwa ama it was
those things?
All right.
You know, there are things that people are doing, and you might think that they are their intentions are good, lakini haiko, wanajifanya tu ni wazuri kwako, and that is what most people, that is a major trap in this society. Yeah, hata wanasiasa tuko nao wengine. Unapea kura yako lakini akishapita anaenda.
Right. Yeah. Now umeniambia you try to cut across in terms of your message. What is would you say is that one message una hope to convey, or ukidua track una hope to convey in your music?
Let me say, when I'm writing a song, it has to have a theme.
Right.
You have to be thematic. I've told you about that. There's a song I did. It's called God Give Me the Strength. I composed that song in not more than 15 minutes.
Right.
Actually, as I came from a place I used to work, then as I was working, I was going for music rehearsals.
Right.
I was singing that song during the choir rehearsals.
Right.
And I was talking about something that I had been told. Actually, someone was told to come and tell me that I look weird.
Really? Right.
So when they told me that I look weird, and they have the guts to come and tell me the same, so as I packed, the song was just in me, and it was not a struggle.
Right.
So ukisikiza hiyo song, hutasikia nikisema ati I look weird, but if you listen, I have a very strong message saying that God created me the way I am.
Right. You seem to be spiritually ilikuingiza hapa, because there's always kenye pale ulikuwa natoka na ukafika mahali ukamwa I think nafa kwa spiritual sana.
Well, I've been brought up in church.
All right.
From when I was very young. Mtoto mdogo from Sunday school.
Right.
Then nikafika mahali youth, mimi na adolescence yangu nika hapo high school, you see. Then when I came at college in Nairobi, I joined the St. Stephen's Choir.
Right.
And you know, choirs, especially these mainstream churches, Anglican, Catholic, this, they do a lot of hymns, and the message in the hymns are very deep. So I could listen to the message in these hymns and what was this person thinking when they were writing this song?
Right.
And I got deep to an extent that I used to research the story behind a certain hymn. So, you know, you attract who you are. So I think that is now
ikanivutia. Right. Now you're telling me about a part of this World is Wicked is part of your upcoming album. Can you tell me a little bit about this project?
This project, I want to talk about three things. This World is Wicked, it has been seen. Now I have another one called The Earth is Farting.
The Earth is
farting. Dunia inanyamba.
Really?
Yeah, and that song is talking about the environment. How much we have polluted the environment to an extent that ukitabia mahali unasikia kiharufu kibana hapo. You get? And it is because of us.
Right.
That the Earth is farting. That is the title of the song.
Right.
So I want to talk about very touching topics.
Right.
That we need to address as ourselves. I do not want to talk much about it. It's only that I've said.
Album ni mbichi bado ama like this is the only video bado, the first track in it?
Yeah, this is the first track in it. But I have some audios are out. I need to work on the videos.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you approach your songwriting? I mean, in terms of where could do ukiamuna approach a lyrics. How do you go about it?
Well, mimi tangu nikiwa mdogo nilikuwa napenda kuandika sana. And my writing is also poetic.
Right.
So every time I'm writing, I have to reason, who am I telling this that I'm writing? And it makes me think a lot.
Right.
So that when I'm presenting my work out there, mtu ataona hii ni mtu amekaa chini amefanya kazi yake.
Right.
So and again I read a lot. And knowing that I've also told you that I'm a hymn. If you can see how hymns are written, pia unataka kuandika kitu kali kushida hiyo song.
Yeah.
For example, a song like Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace iliandikwa na mtu alikuwa a slave trader. So vile aliandika Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound.
Right.
Hiyo sound ilikuwa ya sheep.
Right.
But hapo hajaandika ilikuwa sheep.
Really?
So I also wanted to think, mtu akiandika hivi, let me study this guy. It's not see ile tu kukuja hapa tunabajuka tu miondoko hapana. I want to convey a message. Yeah.
Do you feel it's like a responsibility to address social issues in your music, because unaweza mwamwe uandike a love us rock, unaweza mwamwe a party song, but do you feel that responsibility?
Yeah, you know, there's so many facets that we need to explore. You know, ukiangalia music mingi, I was doing some analysis, nikaona watu wengi wanaimba gospel, praising God, which is good, and love.
Right. Those are the two things in the
Those are two major subjects in the songs, in most of the songs. But again, as I've told you, there are so many other social things we need to talk about.
Right.
Not just about the environment, mental health. You need to talk about, you know, how people should respect others.
Right.
We need to explore all those. Yeah. So I feel I have that responsibility.
Right.
Yeah.
Talking about your music, tunajua music ni broad and the competition is tough. Vile umeongelea competition ya music, it's a business. Vile unaweza business, ni tough. What makes your music unique from others out there? And itakumake work outstanding, people who appreciate your art and people to kuita into big things and to the world.
No. One area I need to I'm looking forward to venturing into is live performances.
Right.
Niende tu mahali hata kama nitau. Set up everything and then a live performance.
Right.
So hiyo engage wase sile ya kutembea na speaker hapa na unaimba alongside the track. Hapana. I want to have live music. Mimi hata studio Mr. Kubanga na live.
So you believe you believe that live music is what wase wengi wa Kenya wanahitaji ama wana love sana, ukicompare na just my recordings too? Yeah.
Okay, hata hizo recordings they are nice, but ukiangalia for example clubs, they invite mostly live performance.
Right.
Unaona msi ako na guitar, the drum set there, and actually that I feel that is what most people like.
Right.
Yeah. So that is my
okay. Talking about live music, nini unique una add into that, because msana za sikia sema nasikia ka lucky fulani lucky libe fulani, nini unataka ku blend in kampya ndo pia sound yako pika in identify as Onesmus in any Onesmus here.
You know, in every kwa kila kitu hata wewe kuna yule mtu uliona you envy. So mimi nikaona my musical idol is Lucky Dube. But I'm also thinking, how do I differentiate myself from Lucky Dube? Because I'm not Lucky Dube, I'm Onesmus.
True.
Yeah? One, you must be yourself. There is a way most people talk. Most people are doing reggae in Kenya. There is a man, they try to talk like Jamaicans.
True.
But I'm not a Jamaican, I'm a Kenyan.
True.
So when I'm singing, I should have my original Kenyan accent.
Kupatia touch, local touch.
Because hata Lucky Dube akiimba utapata alikuwa anaimba na accent ya South Africa.
True.
You get?
Yeah.
So hata mimi I want to attract my audience, waseme huyu jamani wa Kenya hata kama anakaa Lucky Dube.
Local.
This guy is original. So we need to be ourselves. Yeah.
It's something pia tumekuwa tukiongea na my DJ, like kupatia ngoma, unajua ukisema una do reggae, people will automatically compare you with Bob Marley, Gregory Isaac. Hakuna mtu ataka kujua ati compare na mtu. Una go against the dons wenye wamekuanga hapo kwa game. So ni kitu essential umemention, na ni kitu na appreciate umerecognize, because many artists wako blind and they just want mbona watu wani appreciate, mbona watu wataki kujua, but unasahau wala swali love kina nini for a different reason, and they love it.
Let me give you a local example. Personally, I'm from Central Kenya. No matter how much I try to speak Thulu, bado ntangoa.
True. Watasema
huyu no matter how much I try to dance mabega watu wataona hapana, there's some mabega si Mluya.
Yeah.
So the same way nikijaribu kuimba na accent ya Patwa Jamaica, Awa Jamaica watasikia huyu jamaa.
Uni wabako huyu.
Hii music hatuwezi cheza huku. Anangoa the same thing. Hata mimi, let me sing with
your accent,
my originality, my accent. And I'll be able to sell there because they can tell this is Kenya.
Yeah. Talking about that, who are some of the artists hapa mtaani umeanza kuona naweza penda kuwaka na umse, naweza penda vibe ya umse na nibamba? Some of the people naangalia sana.
By the way, Kenya has got great artists. There is one guy, it's called Kwame Reggae.
Kwame?
Reggae.
Yeah.
He does his music in our native
local
language. But that guy sings so well.
Right.
I wish I can blend with him and do some reggae in my, and then he does this.
Yeah, do stuff yake.
Yeah. I wish I
so
can.
That's one person.
There is Kwame.
Okay. Any other person?
There is
Giuliani.
Yeah.
Right.
Giuliani also, I see he has a message he always wants to convey. So Giuliani is another amazing guy.
Right. So now I look up to. Talking about that, what are some of the highlights moments zimekuwa kwako kwa hii game so far? Una feel ilikuwa one of those best moments manzi, na feel ilikuwa fiti? Some of the highlights moment umekuwa nazo during this journey yako ya music.
Okay, music can also be a poet. There is a time I wrote a poem for the UN.
Really?
They were commemorating it's called the Holocaust. Hiyo kitu ilinibamba. As in, I can stand in front of UN delegates.
So you performed live your poem?
Yeah, at the UN.
Really?
So ilikuwa inanipatia motisha ingine, although it is quite a period of time that has gone. I did it for the universities in Kenya.
Right.
I was doing it for all the universities in Kenya. So I can be able to stand in front of the UN.
Right.
And the delegates who are there at the United Nations headquarters. Hiyo kitu iliniambia jamaa wacha ujinga, you're great. Yeah.
Talking about that being a poem, have you considered balance between the singing and the poem? Yani zikuwe na balance, since that uliona hiyo poem imekufikisha hapo. Have you considered we balance ama poem naona ka market kako limited?
I've been thinking about it because most of the songwriters are also poets.
Right.
So I was thinking of how I can be going to studio, and there's some lyrics you can write. Uone haingiani na excuse me, haingiani na ile rhythm ya song but in message pia it needs to be sent to people. You can do it poetically. Yeah. So I've been thinking about integrating the two.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your musical aspirations, and what can your fans expect in the coming months?
My motto is beyond boundaries, beyond limits.
Yeah.
So the farthest I can go, the farthest I can blast. There is a guy who has always been mentoring us. He's called Byron Adera. But then he heads the BA challenge. It's called the Byron Adela challenge. Thank you, Sana Byron. I know you're watching. He told me that he'll be tuned in together with the BA challenge team. So he has always been telling us, what do you feel is limiting you? And he has been a very great mentor to us.
Right.
So he has always been telling us, don't put boundaries, don't put your barriers, don't limit yourself. So for me, I would say I'm now thinking
globally. Unajipatia
actually let me do global music.
Unajipatia miaka 5, 2, 10 ama una limitations?
Mimi sitaki kujilimit because again, God's timing is always the best.
Yeah.
I don't remember which verse of is it in the song.
Unaweza plan lakini ujui mipango.
Yeah, so mipango ya Mungu.
All right, talk to your fans what what expect from you in the coming months. Utakuwa wapi? Wasa wakitaka kukufollow watakupata wapi? Wasa wakitaka kupurchase music yako, where do you often uko often kwa wapi wenye wasa wanaweza kutrace?
Well, first of all, my phone number 0724 836 233. I can repeat that again, 0724 836 233. Onesmus Karari. Ukinipigia anytime, I'm ready to pick the phone call. Again, the same name, Onesmus Karari, everyone on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. By the way, go to YouTube and subscribe. My music's there on YouTube.
Channel yako inaitwa
Onesmus Karari.
Onesmus Karari.
Yeah, Karari, yeah. So by the way, go there, subscribe, listen to my music, give me your support, and I'll appreciate.
Thank you manze. You're the first artist nimesikia kipiana namba kwa television yani. Unataka ni connection direct, unataka michochoro.
You see, it is the people. It is the people who build you. So utafanya nini ingine? You just need to connect with them.
I tell you. Any message to the people out there, wase uja shout out manze, make sure mwa shout out manager uko nayo, like anyone, shout out to your people, alafu message to the people.
Mimi naishi hapa mtaa hapa Githu.
Yeah.
So kuna jamaa wako pale akina Niki, akina Mutiro, akina Daktari, akina Mato wako hapo kwa soko anauza matroza, na wa big up sana. By the special my cousin Nicholas Dungu. He has always been of great assistance to me.
Yeah.
Then kuna my mom, I know she was watching, and my sister, she was
right.
They're watching from home. And then my bigger family and my uncles and my aunts. Greetings. Yeah.
Message yako kwa mafans ya mwisho.
My fans, I always appreciate your support. Munishikilie tafadhali.
Right.
Mimi mnyonge na bila nyinyi.
Right. Onesmus, tuna appreciate your time.
Thank you.
We looking forward to music yako igrow. Music yako ikonka ifike to all the corners of the world.
Thank you.
Sisi kama Iration and also as KUTV family, tuko always there to support any release. Just make sure you have the producer contact, just send it to the track. Kuna other shows pia, just make sure una spread your music and the world will accept you manze. The world will accept you.
Asante sana. Let me say that I'm grateful to KUTV for supporting me,
right,
for this chance, and great music is coming.
Right. Tupe ngoma, tupe your track, This World is Wicked once more.
The times you're living in are dangerous, surrounded by people with malicious thoughts. Some of them wish to see you suffer to death, and some of them wish to finish off your greatness. Sorcerers and witches are there to dim your vision, with traps laid down everywhere for you to lose it all. Cause your star shines with golden rays, and deceit disturbs their conscience. So please keep your distance and tame your tongue, cause this world is wicked. Oh, this world is wicked. This world is wicked. This world is wicked. This world is wicked and lined up with layers of evil. This world is wicked. Oh, this world is wicked. This world is wicked. This world is wicked. This world is wicked and lined up with layers of evil. All they wish in your life is pain, loss, and darkness. All they wish to see is your seed decay.